Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Ritika Chowcharia and I'm a consultant pediatric pulmonologist in New Delhi. Amidst the second wave of the COVID 19 pandemic, there are several queries that parents have regarding COVID 19 in children. So today I'm going to try to answer some of these questions and also state some facts. Yes, COVID 19, the second wave, is spreading really fast and it's creating a havoc in New Delhi. Yes, COVID 19 is an extremely infectious disease. And yes, COVID 19 is affecting children more than what we saw last year. But here are some facts about it. Only 15 to 20% of children who are affected with COVID 19 are coming to the hospital where they actually need hospital care. Hospital care, by hospital care, I mean they require monitoring in the hospital, they require some medications like antivirals or steroids, or even oxygen. Rest 80 to 85% of children are being managed at home. They are asymptomatic and were detected because one of the family members was positive, or they have mild symptoms like fever, cold, loose stools, or vomiting, just like any other viral infection. Of the 15 to 20% of patients who actually need medical care, these are children who are majority of them are either suffering from some chronic disease due to which their immunity is already low, or are on some medications that reduce immunity. With these facts laid out, you can take a breather and relax a little. But this does not mean that we become complacent. Why do you think children are getting more affected this year than last year? Well, one hypothesis is that this is the second wave that came with a second mutant, which is probably affecting children more. But the more logical and practically reasonable answer is that this time the kids have started moving out. Last year, the kids were completely at home, not exposed. But now the kids have started going out to the park for play dates, and so they were exposed more. Also, we all had stopped following COVID appropriate behavior, which was very important. Somehow, we stopped wearing the masks, we became complacent. Another question that parents usually ask is, can kids spread the COVID 19 virus? Well, yes, children can spread COVID as much as an adult can. We all know that COVID 19 is an airborne infection. It is spread by aerosols or respiratory droplets that are produced by coughing or sneezing. If you have COVID, then isolate yourself with your child. Do not send your child to other non-infected family members because these kids can spread the infection to the uninfected adults also. There are certain precautions that you need to take when you are isolating yourself with your child. Always wear a mask, preferably a medical mask, or if you're using a cloth one, then a 3-layered cloth mask. But wear a mask around your child even at home if you are infected. Children above the age of 5 years are expected to wear a mask. But if your child younger than 5 is also smart enough to understand the importance of mask, then nothing like it. Make your children wear a mask because that is for their own protection and for the protection of others. Nursing mothers who are breastfeeding their infants can continue to do so, but they need to take these precautions as well. They must wear a mask, a medical mask, when they are feeding, and make sure that they're not breathing on the baby's face. Lastly, and the most important thing that you can do is get vaccinated. Please make sure you and your family members are vaccinated, your maids, your nannies, everyone needs to be vaccinated for COVID 19 because that's our only shot against COVID. Now let's come to the management or treatment of COVID 19 in children. It mainly revolves around supportive care. By supportive care, I mean maintaining hydration. Give your child plenty of fluids. You can give them buttermilk, you can give them coconut water, juices, water, ORS, shikanji, whatever your child likes, but keep him well hydrated. Secondly, give them an adequate diet. By adequate diet, I don't mean you give him plenty of food or you give him a high calorie food with lots of ghee in it, but I mean a complete, balanced, nutritious diet. Quantity wise, if he's taking 50% of what the child was taking before falling sick, that is enough. But he should be taking a good amount of vitamins, good amount of micronutrients in the food. You must consult a pediatrician for medications that are required for your child. Do not self-medicate, do not self-monitor your patient based on the various forwards that you're receiving on WhatsApp. Always be in touch with a pediatrician. I must emphasize here that there is no role of zinc, multivitamin supplements, antibiotics in treatment of COVID-19. Antibiotics, if required, should be and will be prescribed by a pediatrician. So please do not self medicate your child with these supplements. They only increase the medicine load on him or her. Keep monitoring the baby's temperature every 4 to 6 hours, and if the temperature is more than 100 degrees, give them plain paracetamol. You can confirm the dose of paracetamol with your pediatrician. You can give them paracetamol every 4 hours if required. Sometimes you might find your baby is extremely cranky, although he does not have a fever. It might be because he has some body aches, so still give them Calpol. Monitoring of oxygen levels via pulse ox can be done every 8 to 12 hourly. However, you must know that the method of checking the oxygen can be wrong, so do not panic and always consult your pediatrician. I hope I have answered all your queries in this video, but if you still have some questions or any doubts about COVID-19 in children, you can always contact me on my Facebook page, the link of which I have added in the description below. You can book your appointment with me on the phone number given below for a WhatsApp teleconsultation. Thank you. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye-bye.